I often talk about how core values are the key to success in a privately held business. I want you to develop values that are important for you. And when you do this, you'll find that you love your business. If you make sure your team members support your values, it becomes much easier to run your company. Hi, I'm Josh Patrick, and I'm the founder of the Sustainable Business. Today, we're going to talk about a value that I think every company needs as a core value. Without this value, it's difficult, if not impossible, for you to have a great company. Now, you may be wondering what that value is. It's the value of personal responsibility. This value means that you and your team members don't justify why things didn't go right, and you don't blame others when things go wrong. You see, we've been trained to want to avoid taking blame for anything that goes wrong. When we do so, we can get fired, lose an account, or just feel bad about ourselves. The problem with this is when we don't take personal responsibility, our customers and other team members get frustrated, often to the point where they'll either quit or find someone else to do business with. So let me tell you a story when personal responsibility from a company I do business with really stepped up to the plate and made me a customer for life. So I used to play a lot of tennis before my feet got ruined. And I had a bunch of tennis rackets, and all three of my rackets needed to be restrung at the same time. So I brought them into the tennis shop and the ski shop where I got my tennis rackets strung, and they said they'd have it for me the next day. So I went in the next day at 3 o'clock and they didn't have the rackets ready. I went back at 6 o'clock when they said they were going to be done. They still weren't ready. I went back at 10 o'clock the next morning, and guess what? They still weren't ready. So I blew a gasket. Now, I probably shouldn't have blown a gasket because that never does anything that's really good, but I blew a gasket and I made a lot of noise. And I had vowed when I walked out with a full head of steam that this was the last time I was ever going to do business with this company. Well, my mind got changed, and here's how it got changed. The owner of the company walked in my office the next morning at 8 o'clock with my three rackets, profusely apologized, gave me my rackets, and didn't charge me for the restringing. Now, the restringing wasn't that expensive, but the fact that the owner had enough care about me as a customer to have come in and deliver the rackets personally and make sure I was happy. Now, that decision, what she did, was worth probably $40,000 or $50,000 over the rest of the relationship we had over the 20 years that I did business with them. We bought skis, we bought ski boots, we bought clothes, we bought all sorts of stuff from this store. And it was because they had got my loyalty by doing the right thing and taking personal responsibility. Now, there's another level of personal responsibility, and this one's a little bit hard to do. It's called super responsibility. And here's what it means. With super responsibility, you pretend that anything that goes wrong, whether it's your fault or not, is your fault. Now, I know it might drive you crazy at first, but when you take super responsibility, you'll be amazed at the options you never thought you had. It becomes obvious to you and you get results you'll be surprised at. This means that when you take personal responsibilities, things will become apparent to you. You'll have options. You'll be able to do things that you didn't think you would be able to do. And boy, does that make a difference in your life. So here are some simple things you can do. Start by making personal responsibility a core value, and if not a core value, an aspirational value. Now, an aspirational value is a value that you want to have that's true 99% of the time, because that's a core value, but you're not there yet. When you say you aspire to a value and you know it's not real, but it's something you want to have be real, you are honest and people will take you at your word. When you say it's a core value and it's not, you're going to be seen as a liar. So it's really important to make sure that you label the value for what it is. Number two, it's now time to look in the mirror to see if you need to adjust how you react when things go wrong. Are you being responsible, or you do blame and justify just like I used to do? This is really important. If you're not willing to look in the mirror, why should anybody else? And finally, look for times when people are being responsible and let them know it's exactly what you want, even when they're admitting they made a mistake. And this is a really hard thing to do. So I want you to notice when you're being personally responsible and when you're not. This is a skill that takes practice, and I would love to hear about the progress you're making. If you want to have a conversation with me, let me know and click on the button below to set a time to talk. It's a free 20-minute conversation, and I'm sure you'll get some value out of it. In the meantime, if you're not ready to talk, download a free infographic on our Stage 2 decision process. It's a simple 5-step process that will help you make wise decisions in what you want to do. It'll help you stay responsible and give you options along the way. And, while you're at it, scroll down and let me know what you think about the importance or lack of importance in your company. So this is Josh Patrick. You're at The Sustainable Business. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I hope to see you back here really soon.